Hi. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I will be dishing out a very comprehensive tutorial on the introduction to the PixelLab interface. This application was released on the 10th of April, 2015, on Google Play Store, by App Holdings. It is a graphics design app that allows users to add text and graphic overlays to images. It has an easy-to-use interface and provides a range of text styles, colors, and effects to choose from. In addition to adding text and graphics, PixelLab also allows users to import and export images. The app is primarily used for quickly adding text and graphics to images. Well, in actual fact, PixelLab can be used to do more than that. This application has a set of templates which you can work on. It also has quite a number of free fonts embedded in it. Of course, you can also use fonts you downloaded yourself from the internet in the application. The application also has stickers, backgrounds, and more than 60 unique tools that can be used for designing. Mobile graphic designers have extensively used this app for designing flyers of all kinds, social media posters, ebook covers, thumbnails, logos, and so on. Okay. So, I will be introducing you to all the tools in the app. So make sure to stay with me to the end. Without much ado, let's jump straight into the app's interface. When you open the PixelLab application, it looks like this. First, you see a template. Usually a text automatically selected against a radial gradient background. In this video, I will be taking only the tools at the bottom. I will make another video on the tools at the top of the interface. Okay, the first icon here is the Themes button. It includes the projects folder and 15 templates on its right side that you can work on if you wish to. The next icon after the Themes button is the Type tool. When no text is selected, you'll only see two features, text and quote. But when a text is selected, a lot more features pop out. You can simply add text to the canvas from here using the plus icon. The Text Styles button here contains some predefined text styles. You can simply click on them when a text is highlighted and then the style will be added to your text. Next is the Edit tool. When clicked on, a dialog box appears where you can edit the text. You can change to uppercase and vice versa with this. You can clear the dialog box by pressing this Delete button. Note that you can also double tap on a text to edit it. The Delete button absolutely needs no introduction. Same with the Copy button. With the Copy button, you can duplicate a highlighted text. These two buttons called To Front and To Back are used for positioning texts. Also images and shapes that are stacked on each other. You can position or arrange elements to the back or front of an element as you wish. With the Position button, you can adjust the position of your text or image on the canvas using the arrow keys. You can as well increase the pixels by which your text moves. With the Relative Position tool, you can align your text or image on the canvas to the left, right, bottom, top, and center. With this, you can adjust the size of the text. With this, you can adjust the space between the text and its border left and right. With the Color button, you can add color to the text. Linear and radial gradients are also available here with different kinds of adjustment you can do to them. With the Texture tool, you can fill a text with an image instead of just a color. With the Opacity tool, you can adjust the transparency of the text. With the Rotate tool, you can rotate your element from a range of -180 to 180 degrees. The mask feature here will help you to remove a part of your text or image. Other features embedded in this tool are the mask mode, Bezier mode, and other actions. I will be making a detailed explanation of this tool in another video. So make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you'll be alerted when I drop a new video. With the font tool, you can change the font of your text. PixelLab provides you with 100 plus of inbuilt free text fonts. You can also add your own fonts by coming to my Fonts tab over here and adding a folder that contains all your downloaded fonts. With the Style feature, you can make a text bold, italic, or underlined. Click this icon to cancel the style effect. You can also choose a specific part of the text to style though. The Curve tool is used to bend a text from a range of -100% to +100%. The Text Background feature helps you to add a background color or gradient to your text. It also has padding and border radius feature. The Align feature helps you to align and justify your paragraphs. The Spacing feature helps you to add space in your letters or words horizontally, while the Line Spacing tool adds spacing between lines vertically. The Stroke tool adds an outline in your texts, objects also. You can increase the stroke weight, add colors and gradients. The Shadow tool casts a shadow at the back of your text or object in any color you want. You can adjust the opacity, blur and offset the shadow along the X and Y axis. The Inner Shadow tool adds shadow on the inner side of your text or object. You can also offset and blur the inner shadow as well. The Emboss tool is technically used to raise the surfaces of objects or texts by adjusting the light angle, intensity, ambient light, specular hardness, and bevel. The Perspective tool helps you to warp or squash your text or images to fit perfectly anywhere. It lets you deform a drawing selection and alter its perspective. This tool is vital when you want to fit any image or text onto any frame. The 3D Rotate tool helps to rotate the element on the X and Y axis. The 3D Text feature converts any text into 3D, giving it a length, breadth, and height. You can change the view type, depth, (3D rotation), light angle, intensity, shadow, and the specular hardness. The 3D Shadow tool gives a shadow beneath the text. You can change the opacity, blur radius, and also expand it. The Reflection tool instantly gives a vertical mirror reflection of your text with a vertical offset feature. Okay. So, the next tool after the Type tool is the Object tool. The Object tool provides us with 6 important features. From here you can add any sticker and emoji found in the application onto your canvas. With the Import button, you can import images from your mobile phone storage. With the Draw tool, you can draw freehand while manipulating other functions within it. You can choose the color of your drawing pen. You can also adjust the pen size, smoothness, and blur radius of the Draw tool. This icon here is used to undo an action. You can use this icon button here to clear all of your drawing. This clear action is undoable. This eraser icon here is used to wipe out a part of your drawing. You can make your drawing to be filled, dashed, or have a neon effect from here if you like. With the Shapes tool, you can add shapes available in the app onto your canvas. You can also add transparency, colors, and strokes. You can also adjust the stroke cap and blur radius of the stroke. With the Bezier tool, you can draw lines, curves, shapes, illustrations, and the likes. Beginners find this tool very difficult to use, especially for the fact that it is on a mobile platform rather than a PC. As a result, I will be making a very concise video on how to use this tool. So make sure you don't forget to like and subscribe. Do make sure to hit the notification bell too so that you will be able to get alerts when it is released. Okay. So, with the Arrow tool, you can add the custom arrows available in the app onto the canvas. You can also change the size, arrowheads, opacity, fill color, and stroke. Take note that when an object is selected, we have a number of functions popping up that can be used to edit them. I have discussed some of these functions earlier when I was talking about the Type tool. As a result, I will only be talking about the tools we haven't discussed yet. Those are the Relative Size tool, Color Filters, Color Overlay, Eraser, Erase Color tool, and 3D Shape tool. The Relative Size tool is used to resize an object while maintaining the ratio of the original shape. You can turn off the Maintain Ratio feature anyway. The Color Filter feature allows you to adjust the hue, saturation, brightness, and contrast of your image or object. The Color Overlay adds another color on top of the original color added to the object. Just like an overlay. Let me explain better. Let's assume we have a shape and we give it this color right in the Edit section. You can also add another color on top of the shape from the Color Overlay tool, so the two colors blends together. You can also use the Color Overlay tool to tint an image. For example, when you have an image, you add a color, and then you reduce the opacity. There it is. Overall, you can use the Color Overlay to just give your object a color or gradient if you don't want to stress yourself going to the Edit section. The Eraser enables you to erase anything from your object with a brush, rectangle selection, circle, or freeform selection. Erase Color works similar to the Erase tool, but this one removes a particular color from an object by picking the color. The default color removed on activating it is white. So now, let's move on to the next tool beside the Object tool, which is the Background tool. With this tool, you can change the background of your canvas by adding a color fill or a gradient fill. You can also make it transparent from here with just a click. You can use images from your phone's gallery and camera. There are some images available in the application too that you can use as the background if you wish to. And finally, the last tool at the bottom, which looks like that of a magic wand, is the Effect tool. This tool seems to give some final touch to your project. Well, the thing is, it affects only the background and not objects in the canvas. The Rotate tool rotates only the background in 90-degree increment. The Vignette tool adds a vignette filter to the image. It adds a dark or colored fading border around the edges of your image for that vintage camera effect. Noise adds a noise filter. Stripes add stripes effect to the background. You can adjust the brightness of your background. Also the contrast, hue, and saturation. Yeah, so that's all for today. In the next video, I'll be talking about the tools on the top of the app's interface. They aren't really that much, as we've discussed most of them in this video. I hope you enjoy this video and hopefully you've learned something along the way. Be sure to click on the subscribe and like button. You can also ask me anything in the comments section. Hit the bell icon over there to get notified when I release a new video. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.